I feel like the only reason why Kathy Hilton's come back, because she's like, I don't understand why people don't like me. And I'm like, I understand why people don't like me.
I think you're one of the only people that don't like her.
No, I like her. And I like what she presents. And I like her pink outfits. And I like her purple. And I like the jewelry and the whole Hilton thing. But I will say that when dark Kathy Hilton comes out.
I would say alpha female. Not dark.
Female.
She's an alpha female.
When alpha female Kathy Hilton.
Don't hate.
Babe, Kathy Hilton's the original Kris Jenner.
Oh, hell yeah. She's an OG. You got to give respect on her name.
All right.
Yeah.
But when
the show's going to be great with her.
I totally agree.
It's amazing with her.
I never wanted her to leave.
Yeah, I know.
But
Same.
I feel like at first with the whole cute ditzy Kathy, it was working in her favor. And then when the whole thing went down with her and Lisa Rinna, who I would love to have back, although I don't think she's coming back.
No.
And the whole thing went down with her and Kyle. And she was like, you know, basically saying like, straighten up, Kyle. Like, I don't know if she actually said it, but it had old school, like mommy dearest vibe.
So, agreed.
Three, two, one. Hello. Welcome to Rapaport'S Reality. My name is Michael Rapaport.
And I'm Kebe Rapaport.
And this is Rapaport'S Reality, the podcast where we discuss all things popular culture, all things reality TV, and some things behind the scenes.
I think a lot of things. A lot of things about us, the Rapaport'S.
Rapaport'S Reality, Kebe Rapaport, who is now 55 years old.
Double nickels in the house.
Double nickel in the house, 55, the big birthday. Everybody was curious about the birthday. Everybody was excited about the birthday. The anticipation going into your 55th birthday. First of all, does it feel weird? Has anyone... like, have you had to give your ID or online say I'm 55?
No, I feel the same as I did at 54.
It's a fucked up number, babe.
No, it's a great number. 50,
Is it?
55?
I don't know. I'm not 55
5 and 10,
yet.
that's a 1. That's like a beginning. If I was to do like a little gematria numerology, I would say 55 is the beginning of things. 55, 10 is a 1. I feel really good, babe. I did exactly what I wanted to do on my birthday.
A little bit less. I feel like we could have done a little bit more.
I was really on you. I don't know. For some reason, there must have been like a full moon coming.
No, babe. No.
Listen,
don't blame it on the full moon.
I was so hyper. I was very hyper.
Let's not blame it on the full moon.
Let's bring it on the food.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I had a lot of energy that day, and you were coming back on the road, and I want to really rate your birthday treatment of me, because, you know, when it's your birthday, you require me to give you a lot of attention, and you say, building up to it, my birthday's coming, my birthday. Not that you want anything, but you require a lot of attention.
I'll be like, can you rub my back?
Yes. And so
you do for maybe 5 minutes.
That's not true.
Maybe.
I've given you some good, like 20, 22 minute, 25 minute back
you've
massages.
never listen, I don't expect you to. And when you do the 5 minutes, it's a lot more efficient than sometimes when you get an hour long.
No. My problem is only the scratching of the back, because I don't, especially after I get my nails done, I do not like your DNA underneath my nails. I think it's disgusting.
But you're serious about the DNA underneath your nails.
Think about it. I'm literally scratching your back. I just feel like your DNA is underneath my nails.
I got it.
It's weird.
But my DNA and your DNA is way more. It's underneath your nails. It's all over the fucking place.
I think we've exchanged some DNA along the way.
Okay, so being 55, you turn 55, your 55th birthday. How do you want to rate it? Do you want to share with everybody what I got you?
Really got me. You didn't get me anything. But your one requirement was to, first of all, you slept a lot of the day, which is fine. But it's fine because you were tired. You laid around. What did you do? I made breakfast. You had some of my hard-boiled eggs. I mean, it was very uneventful, which is fine. I planned to sort of lay down. It was very gloomy out.
I want to just say that as far as gifts, because birthdays are associated with gifts, especially for women. I want to just...
At my age, is it?
I just want to point out, as far as gifts, that historically, and I believe earlier this year, in October or September, you said, babe, if we get this, you don't have to get me anything for
That's
my birthday.
true.
And I go, great, let's do it.
I always do it. It's
now,
a
I
trick.
don't remember what that was or those
I think
things.
we talked about it last time. I'm okay with not a present, but here's the thing. What I did ask for is a love letter.
And I gave you one. You want
to tell the people honestly what you gave me?
Well, I have no problem doing that.
No, maybe you should read it because that's not, maybe you should just read it.
Well, I don't know if I need to read the whole thing.
It's personal? No, really? You want to try to act like it's a really personal letter?
It's too personal. And my feelings were, it's very.
Use Chat GBT or Chat whatever it's called.
I used AI to generate your 55th
It's ridiculous.
birthday letter. And I feel like it really got to the heart of
No, it
us.
didn't. It didn't sound like you. It sounded like a computer version of you. A much better, I don't know what you told AI to write. You said it's my wife's 55th birthday. Write me a love letter.
I said, this is Michael Rapaport. Because there's a Michael Rapaport voice. And it's very much like Malibu's Most Wanted. Like, they haven't got me to, it's like, yo, and I'm like, yo, man, like, I get that part of it. But like, if you're really like my AI voice, you could update my shit. Like, there's a way, I have a specific rhythm to the quote unquote, and I'm not using this in a third party. I'm using it more in my persona. There is a specific way that I speak, and it's a little bit more intricate than just the yo, yo, yo. I don't even yo as much as I used to.
Well, that would have been interesting, but this AI didn't quite capture you at all. And when you started, I got really moved.
At first. And then it said...
And it went downhill.
Because it says, I wrote this with the help of AI.
Yeah.
An AI-generated app. And that's when you didn't look like you were going to cry, but I felt like there was a little bit of...
Oh, yeah. It was a light tap in the gut. And I wouldn't call it a punch. But because it was so funny, my mom joked about it. She said, oh, tell him to just use AI to write you. She said that a couple days ago. So, but I didn't think you'd actually do it or think of that on your own.
I want to also remind you, because it's been a couple of days, on Saturday, your birthday was on a Sunday. On Saturday, you did order a few cakes and cupcakes, and we did order Talenti, and we ate that. And that was something you wanted. Like, you were like, I was like, what do you want to do?
Well,
and
I panicked the night before because I realized I didn't have a cake. I barely had a love letter.
But then you ordered cakes. You ordered
because
a
I
few
couldn't
different
decide.
cakes.
And I ordered them from Whole Foods because I know they have like gluten-free, dairy-free
cakes.
cakes.
A gluten-free
sometimes
anything?
they're very good.
It's your birthday.
Well, if I couldn't have exactly what I wanted, which is a carrot cake, specifically one from Los Angeles from Tammy, that was not going to happen. And, bless her heart, because she did research on how to send a cake. It's not impossible.
Thing.
Yeah, no.
You got to zip it.
No, and dry ice and this kind of thing. And they don't recommend.
It ain't that good.
And she said that they don't recommend to mail cakes with cream cheese frosting. So that cancels that out. Anyway, that being said, I got on in bed the night before, in a state of panic, and didn't know if there's no carrot cake, which there wasn't really a choice of carrot cake, but they had traditional birthday cake, a 4-inch. They had red velvet, which would be second in line for me as carrot cake. And then they had chocolate. The cupcakes were for you, the chocolate cupcakes.
Babe, I didn't have a cupcake.
You didn't even get to those because they actually taste like brick. Like they weren't good. And
now,
very
your
dry.
gluten-free cupcake from Whole Foods, it was okay. It was
but
okay.
that cake, the 4-inch cake that I got, that was
Disgusting.
traditional birthday cake with the sprinkles on it.
No, that was good.
That was really good.
But the red velvet gluten-free was disgusting.
It was gross. I know.
Talenti always hits.
Yes.
Talenti always smacks.
But I don't think I actually had some.
You had enough Talenti.
No, I think you ate my pint mostly.
Okay, so when you look back, when you're 65 and you go, oh, my 55th birthday, which was 10 years ago, what will be the one thing you remember from this birthday? Let's end this birthday segment on a positive.
I will remember the AI love letter because it made me crack up. I just loved it. I love that you did that. I know that that's what you're capable of, and I thank you. But I will look back at 55 as another wonderful year being married to you in good health, and that we're happy and together. Thank God.
Good health is the most important thing.
Yes.
pivoting, we went to an event the other night, and although you have met Jen Fesslers
briefly
in BravoCon, which is about a year ago now.
Yeah, literally.
We got to hang out still briefly, but you got a little bit more of chit-chatting, got a little bit more of the Jen and Jeff Fesslers experience, and you got to hang out with Jen Fesslers. I got to hang out with Jen Fesslers with you. What was your takeaway? What were some of your exciting moments?
My exciting moment, it was brief. It was way too brief for me.
Isn't it weird?
It's weird at first.
She's very chill.
She's very, very, very chill, very normal for a housewife. Like, she's actually somebody I would be friends with.
Yes.
So that was weird. And telling her that I was a fan was awkward. She looked at me like I was crazy. But she's very funny, very fun to hang out, very forthright and honest. And she makes me laugh. And her husband's super quiet like he is on the show.
Yes.
And he's very lovely, very sweet. And they're best friends, and they're a sweet couple.
It's very strange, though.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's different than actors that you're meeting for the first.
Weird. It's so weird.
I think it's because of like the cameras and the intimacy, and you see them, and so it's not like a contrived or a controlled scene. You're seeing them in, from the side and all that stuff. So it's bugged out, right?
Yeah, I felt very comfortable with it. Usually these social settings are a lot for me. It's like I have a lot of social anxiety, and I was so happy to see it because at one point, being around you in a social setting is a little overwhelming. So I stood off to my side, and then she came over, and I started to have a good time. It was great.
Yeah, I didn't get to hang out with her at this event as much as you got to hang out with her. I was a little jealous.
Yeah.
But it was also crazy because I read on the blogs that the Real Housewives of Dubai.
I know. See, she said it to me. I didn't know. Because I haven't really been on the internet, I didn't know. And she said the ratings. Are we allowed to say this?
Because I guess I read on the blogs that it was put on pause because of the ratings. Because there wasn't any toxic shit. There was no big event. There was no fist fight. There was no wig snatching. There was just a good season, in my opinion, a very, very strong season, second season of The Real Housewives of Dubai.
I agree.
And it's put on pause right now.
I don't understand that. I was really enjoying it. We sold it pretty hard. I mean, it's a good show. It's fun. We'll see what happens.
I was disappointed to find that out.
I'm very disappointed.
Because I'm starting to think, like, what the fuck is going to happen? Like, is there something... I know it's never going to end, but it's...
Oh, no.
I think it's a weird time
I think it's a weird time. And, New York, we're feeling a little strange about...
The Real Housewives of New York reboot. We have to call it the reboot.
Reboot. Okay, let's call it that.
It is the reboot.
Yeah, it is a reboot, and there in itself is problematic.
I want to blame fucking Leah McSweeney, and I want to blame what was it, Ebony, whatever her last name was. They started this bullshit.
Well, it was their fault. It was the producer's fault for bringing in, feeling that they needed to bring in young without considering how they fit in with the cast. I mean, these were contrarians completely. It's almost like they're younger, these old bags, you know what I mean? This is the new generation, new times, get with it. This one's racist, this one's that. It just, these ladies are what they are. They're icons that they are. And it probably started to get very toxic with the drinking and all that. So maybe it needed to go on pause. But what this new show is doing, and I think I'm starting to feel, because I was so into Brynn and Uba's great. But I'm starting to feel like those last couple of arguments were very contrived. Like that, when they stay on a subject and it keeps going for episodes and episodes, and it's like, you said the word pink, you know what I mean? And then just keep going with it. It just doesn't feel authentic. And I really believe the thing that gets a show to stick is the situations have to be authentic.
I agree.
Where somebody actually has real stuff going on in their life and they bring it to the show. This is between them. They're sitting around like, you said this, you said that. We're not really, and we haven't fallen in love with the characters in their lives enough. It's like they just were thrown in our face, dressed really well, and then they have conflict within. And it feels like, Sai's a bitch, and this year I'm not a bitch. And it just is not doing it for me. So I fear that we're on season 2 of New York, and that could get put on pause, even though New York's a big show. But I can't imagine that the ratings for that are great if Dubai wasn't.
Shit. I wonder, would they ever consider, I don't think it would happen, would they ever consider rebooting the reboot with the big 3 of New York, respectfully, the big 4 of New York, the great Dorinda, what's Dorinda's last name?
Medley.
Dorinda Medley, the great Ramona Singer, the great Sonia Morgan and Countess Luann. I wonder would they ever consider rebooting the reboot with that 4 and then adding some more, because
I don't know. Well, they did the show. We didn't even watch this last girls trip. Sometimes out of sight, out of mind. If you got to go to Peacock and do some extra work to find it, I don't know. I just don't think it would work. I think their time has passed.
Shit.
And that pains me to say, but I think their time has passed. I don't know. And Salt Lake is feeling interesting, but this last episode with Bronwyn, the new girl on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, we kind of felt a little different about her.
The episode before the last one, where she was showing us that she shows up at the airport for years, because you thought it was contrived. I was like, nah, babe. She's got picture after picture after outfit after outfit, picking up her husband, who seems like he doesn't like her.
Yeah.
He certainly doesn't like being on TV.
This is another Mr. Girardi situation to me.
But she picks him up in outfits.
Yeah.
Like costumes, like...
You got to keep it interesting somehow. With
Donald Duck, and then she'll be like
weird.
Raggedy Ann doll.
She was a shark. She had a big blow up shark outfit on. These big blow up things. They're not outfits. They're like
they're costumes
covering who she is, and they're blown up.
And she shows up at the airport, and I was like, "Yo."
Yeah, we went.
Like, because I was like,
left.
what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I know. It was very bizarre. And then was it the last episode where she was having lunch with him, kind of explain, whenever a housewife has an older husband or husband in general, and this poor sucker has to sit there and go like, so yesterday, such and such said this to me, and then she said that, and the husband's face just glazes over. I always think that the marriage is in trouble, because I feel like he doesn't want to be there to begin with.
He didn't want to be on TV to begin with.
But he wants her to have the job because there's an exit plan coming. Do you know,
agree.
I get that feeling. Like, it's like, wait a second. Men, you guys, no offense, but you guys glaze over anyway in real life. Like, to be on a reality TV and you hear about the conflict between Whitney and Mary.
He don't give a fuck about Whitney.
He doesn't care. So, like, the glaze over look... The age, he's always in New York working. Her dressing up to, I don't know if that's because he likes cartoon characters.
I don't think he does.
I don't know, but it concerned me.
Nobody wants your wife.
Yeah.
Maybe one time, like if it's your birthday or New Year's or Easter or I don't know, fucking 4th of July.
I can think of a lot of outfits that I could show up in.
Once.
Right.
And like it's a special thing. And then it's a surprise. But when you're picking me up at the airport,
are you trying to put some hints on?
Babe, I don't.
Can you imagine if I showed up at the airport in a trench coat with nothing on it?
That's not what she's doing. This isn't like a sexual thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Well, you don't know. You don't know. It could be.
It didn't seem like it was a sexual thing. It seemed like it was for her, not for him. And unless I don't know. But I will say, at least we have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills coming. And like we talked about a few times before, the Real Housewives of Orange County, you never really know what the fuck's going to come out of their mouths.
You really don't. You really don't.
I don't think there's contriving them.
Oh, no. So that's what I mean. That DUI was real for Shannon.
Yes.
So close the door, Shannon Bedore. That was probably rehearsed because she told Alexa that, how many hours did you think of that? Planning that line. But yes, these ladies have some real stuff going on in their real life that makes, FBI here and there. There's things happening.
Yeah. So the Real Housewives of Orange County reunion part 1 was just what you'd want.
Yes.
Another thing is it hasn't been confirmed whether or not Vanderpump Rules is coming back. I would be shocked.
Oh, man.
I would be fucking shocked.
I won't. I've said it. I think it's over. It's got to be over. You know what? Too much time.
That's not fair to do to us, though. You can't just end it's like, who shot JR? We need to know. Like, you got to close the door. You can't do it like, oh, it's just over. Like, you got to go, well, this is the last hurrah.
You know what they could do? They could do just a really special Where Are They Now?
I would not be happy about that. I'm a little concerned. And also, listen, I always say that you have to remind yourself what you're bringing into the viewing experience. And with the last 2 weeks being election full and election stress, we don't discuss politics on this show.
No.
We don't discuss them at all.
Stop it. This is not I Am Rapaport. Go, stop.
We don't.
Okay, move on.
Okay, I'm just saying that with the last 2 weeks with these episodes that we're sort of discussing, there has been a lot of emotions in the world.
Oh, so you're saying what we're bringing to the table while we're watching maybe affect it.
I remind that.
Okay, you're right. That's fair. Because when there's a really great movie out and everybody goes, it's so great.
If you don't go in the right mindset.
No, you're going to go, that sucked. And why did everybody tell me to see it?
Yeah.
I think for several weeks we have been on that, whether it's been tired, catching up on an episode after the fact.
Busy.
We're not as hyped about a reality. But I would argue that it's the shows.
No, it's the shows.
Yeah. I'd be willing to take the blame, but I really think it's the shows, and I'm not going to say that they're all getting toxic. Dare I say that we're growing out of it?
No, shut your mouth. The fuck are you talking about?
Wait, listen. There's other reality shows, though. I mean, that's what I'm saying. We may have to go back to 90 Day Fiancé. Like, we may have to dip back to our original, where we come from, because something's not feeling right. But let's see what happens. The Valley is coming back.
The Valley's coming back, and Beverly Hills is coming back.
Beverly Hills coming back. I
feel confident about Beverly Hills. I feel confident about, because that Kyle Richards, I was like, if anybody deserves to quit, Kyle Richards deserves to bow out. She seems like she's very successful. Mauricio seems successful. She's just like, I respect that. Ride or die, married, divorced, lesbian scandals. Everything. Kids,
family.
She don't give
drama
a shit.
with her sisters.
But Kathy Hilton's coming back. I think she's come back to redeem herself. I think Kathy Hilton
100%.
I feel like the only reason why Kathy Hilton's come back because she's like, I don't understand why people don't like me. And I'm like, I understand why people don't like you,
I think
Kathy.
you're one of the only people that don't like her.
No, I like her. And I like what she presents. And I like her pink outfits. And I like her purple. And I like the jewelry and the whole Hilton thing. But I will say that when dark Kathy Hilton comes out.
I would say alpha female. Not dark.
Female.
She's an alpha female.
When alpha female Kathy Hilton.
Don't hate.
Babe, Kathy Hilton's the original Kris Jenner.
Oh, hell yeah. She's an OG. You got to give respect on her name.
All right.
Yeah.
But when
the show's going to be great with her.
I totally agree.
It's amazing with her.
I never wanted her to leave.
Yeah, I know.
But
Same.
I feel like at first with the whole cute ditzy Kathy, it was working in her favor. And then when the whole thing went down with her and Lisa Rinna, who I would love to have back, I don't think she's coming back.
No.
And the whole thing went down with her and Kyle. And she was like, basically saying like, straighten up, Kyle. Like, I don't know if she actually said that, but it had old school, like mommy dearest vibe.
So agreed.
And I have no problem with that.
I don't have a problem with that.
But I feel like this year, Kathy, if you're coming back for like, everything's going to be hunky-dory, Kathy, I don't know. But I glad she's back.
I think she should just be herself.
Be her. That's what I'm saying.
I think she should be all of her.
That's what I'm saying.
Excellent. She's excellent.
I don't think she should come back trying to just be,
a pristine character.
Daffodils.
Perfect. Yeah, no.
What kind of flowers would Kathy Hilton have?
I don't know. Interesting. I think she probably has a varying taste of flowers, given her decor in her house. That
White roses.
Yeah. It's classy stuff. Yeah. She's not having carnations, that's for sure.
No, she's not having carnations.
Baby's breath. No.
But what is baby's breath?
You know the little tiny white flowers? They're like a filler. They're like sort of like...
They call them baby's breath?
The little baby's breath. Yeah.
I never even heard that.
The little white one. You know what...
But I'm a flower person.
I know you are, but you never...
Tell the people about that.
Yes, you very much are a romantic that way with the flowers. That's why I thought it would be very easy for you to write a love letter. Because you not so much in New York, but you're known to just get me flowers just because, and it really makes me happy.
Shit. All right. Well, listen, we need to go over the record book of the last 6 weeks because I'm pretty sure, and I forget very quickly, I'm pretty sure you did buy a few things and be like, babe, I got this or I got that.
Okay, yeah, I did. But that's long forgotten.
I know, but you contextualize it. You go, babe, I'm going to get this and you don't have to give me a birthday present. And I go, cool.
That's your fault for falling for that. That's never true. I've been doing that for like 14 years. Like I always say that, but I forget that's a long ago because it may be like July when I say that.
Now
or June, my half birthday. Usually I say this is a half birthday present.
Right.
That's my other trick.
And you're also going, it's still my birthday. And your birthday was 3 days ago. It's not like, I'm 3 years old.
It is because I figure I was born at 4:17 a.m. I said the next day, it's still sort of my birthday. I'm born brand new. This is a day to celebrate. I'm actually breathing here on Earth.
No.
So like,
it's not like you recreate your whole life and then be like,
wouldn't that be
in
cool?
a month, on 1 month, then you're a nut job. Babe,
yes.
With the looming Puff Daddy, much anticipated Puff Daddy trial date coming in 2025, when I'll be turning 55.
Yes. How's that sound?
It don't sound good.
I know. Listen, you just got to lean into it. It's because maturity-wise, we're like probably 22. So
if that.
Yeah, but May 12th is the trial for, I think, 2025, somewhere around May.
Yes. And I haven't asked you specifically, but you like to deep dive in your conspiracy theories. You still have an open ear to all things Jaguar Wright, although
yeah. Well,
she's dialed it down a little bit.
She has. She hasn't been like debunked or anything like that. There's another woman that I saw. I think her name is Adria.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. These people,
Another kook.
Here's what I'm concerned about. There's a number of people. One guy named Courtney B, who's an ex-manager. He actually had the drives. Somebody gave him the actual drives to all the like nasty videos that P. Diddy had. And he has like 8 of them. He went on a podcast. He's the one who supposedly put out the Kim Porter, P. Diddy's ex-wife's book. He had a copy of it. I saw him on this podcast. I forget the name of it. It's these 2 British guys.
It was called The Looming Lunatics. You'll watch any fucking shit.
Listen, I watch them all. But what I'm finding is this guy, this Courtney Burgess, was on a podcast, and by opening his mouth, he got called to testify. And so what I'm concerned about, and I don't know the law well enough to know or understand, like these people coming out saying things, could it corrupt evidence, and could it make things get mistrialed because they're saying certain things? And
maybe they're doing it on purpose.
Yes. Because this last one was very interesting. Jaguar Wright did a podcast. I think it was the Atwood show, something Atwood show. And this is British guy that has a show that's usually on criminals. And they've really kind of taken over the Diddy case on their show. They usually talk to people in prison, out of prison, to try to encourage people not to go to jail. And anyway, they had Jaguar on with this Courtney B, and they argued, but it was so fascinating because halfway through they made up, and she was like, I'm there for you, brother. I think you're being set up because I've been talking about it. That Deal guy, the bodyguard, what is his name? Last name Deal?
No, his first name is Deal.
Deal something. Gene Deal. He's talking. Gene and I are talking all over the internet. We have not been called. We have all kinds of evidence, but they chose you, brother. So this was I tried to get you to watch it with me, but you refused to go down these conspiracy rabbit holes.
Because they feel conspiracy.
They feel...
What do you think ultimately, like if your prediction, what do you think will ultimately happen to Puff Daddy? And do you think any other quote unquote A-list celebrities will actually go down with him? Like if you had to bet...
I want to say I don't think anything's going to happen. I think it's going to be much like Epstein trial. These are powerful people that are on there. Do you think
Puffy's going to wind up spending... Do you think Puffy will see the light of day ever again in his life?
No.
I don't either.
No, he won't.
I don't think he's getting out of jail.
No. If anything, he'll be unalived there. And
or there'll be a mistrial.
Or that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if this...
Maybe they're doing some kind of shit to get a mistrial.
Yes, it feels as though there's too many me talking that have like real valid stuff. This guy had his evidence. By the way, he went to court to testify and they took his phone and went through his phone. You know, Courtney B, this man named Courtney B. Anyway,
let me tell you something. A guy named Courtney B, I always trust. I just want to say, for the record.
Listen, babe, he actually had this. He doesn't say who gave him the flash drives of this stuff, but it's legit that he has it. Then he went to court because I guess you have to give sometimes your phone over when you testify. They kept it. Went through his phone and then he's saying he doesn't have a gag order. And I don't know. So I'm just saying you don't have a gag order, but they took your phone. You have I don't know. You should have a gag. Somebody should give you, I don't know. The lawyer that he has, Jaguar Wright says to him, that lawyer that you have, I will get another lawyer. As if to say, maybe that lawyer works for Jay-Z.
You never fucking know.
You never know. You never
With
know.
this kind of money and the stakes this high.
The stakes are high here.
The stakes are very high. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's some funky shit going on for sure.
One of the girls that I'm talking about, I can't remember. It's not important that I say her name. But anyway, I watch her. Her story is so credible. She was one of the dancers in this cage. She tells a story of one of the dancers dancing, and she actually defecates in the cage. And Denzel Washington's there and looks at it and is disgusted. And him and Pauletta leave the party pissed off because it thinks it's so inappropriate. So this woman has these details. And the stories are not good. And the people that she actually saw things and did and was a part of are bad. And she hints to people's names. And it's pretty, if it's true, and I like to believe all victims. I really do.
Yes.
I really do. And so I'm like, if it's true, it's disgusting. And some serious people that I think are beloved, if we knew the truth about them, we would be mortified.
Well, I can't tell. I don't know. But I personally think that Puffy is not going to see the light of day again. I think he ain't coming the fuck out of jail.
No.
Even R. Kelly, he got out of jail and he did his interviews and I don't think Puffy's coming out. I don't think there's going to be another interview. I think he is not coming out of jail one way or another. But I do know this.
What do you know, babe?
I know that this podcast, Rapaport'S Reality, will be on and popping every Wednesday like clockwork. I do know that despite the fact that it was, let's say, an unplanned, sort of uneventful 55th birthday, I know that I am happy that you turned 55. I am happy that you look 32. And
Thanks, babe.
am hoping that everybody subscribes, rates,
and reviews. And tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend about Rapaport'S Reality. And if you want to continue wishing Kebe a happy birthday, please do so. You can follow us everywhere, specifically on Instagram at Rapaport'S Reality. We're done. See you next week. Love you, babe.
Love you.